bit of a picnic. It's his idea. So it's a bit like denim on denim. Our vet said to let her have just two different fabrics.
Yeah.
Don't want to embarrass you, but I thought it'd be like a good excuse to celebrate. Good morning, guys. We're just outside. It's first thing. Okay, so you're not allowed to look at Caleb's canvas yet, but yesterday we went into town and we let the boys choose something from the works, and he chose a huge canvas which he's gonna like doodle on and draw. So he's just doing that on the trampoline because the table wasn't big enough. It's so big. He keeps saying it's bad. Do you know what it is? Caleb is a perfectionist, aren't you? So you always want it to be perfect. A black Sharpie. I reckon it will take all day to cover this thing. So Jackson is doodling as well. He's got some inspo on the iPad. And he's doing such a good job, aren't you? You're very artistic. Wow, that's so good. Daddy's in goal. It's not bad. There's our two dogs. We seriously need to sort out this lawn. This is where the sinkhole was. So we've seeded it, but I just don't know if it's gonna grow back or maybe eventually. Kiki. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel and to another vlog. This morning we are starting out with a run. It's his idea because Fraser normally plays football on a Sunday, but the season's finished, so he's got a few weeks off. So he was like, oh, maybe like I should go for a run. And then I thought I should probably go as well. It's like a good excuse, isn't it? So we're gonna just go for a run around the field, which our house like backs onto. If you run around it 3 times, it is 5K. So that's quite handy. And we're gonna take Kiki with us as well. It's a beautiful day. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Have you had some water?
No.
Do you want some?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Go on, darling. Where's my cup of tea?
Builders are in today. So Matt is actually just looking at the floorboards. The floor starts going down on Monday. We thought it was gonna be last week, but then the floor wasn't ready, was it? It wasn't like the right something.
And we had to acclimatise the floor.
And we had to acclimatise the floor needed to like chill.
Get used to its surroundings,
Yeah.
new home.
Yeah, like seriously. But anyway, he is just looking at the wood floor and choosing the planks that he thinks would be good against the wooden island. Obviously we've gone for a wooden island, we're having wooden floor, so it's a bit like denim on denim. We need it to work, and obviously Matt has looked at the colours a lot, and he thinks it will be fine. Can you just stop and talk to me?
Yeah, sorry. Let's get into this. Yeah, so we're going to try and choose like the darker panels just to go around the island. The rest is going to be really random because it's all like different shades of wood.
Yeah.
A bit more rustic.
Yeah.
And there's been loads of rugs going on, so like it's quite dark, but we felt it'd probably be a bit more forgiving.
And warm.
And it's a really bright space anyway, so we can get away with probably a bit of a warmer floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think it'll be okay, right? Because this is all down to you.
It's all on me.
No pressure.
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have a really white worktop as well, so that's sort of brighten the space, but we sort of just, I'm just going, these panels are the ones I'm looking for, the ones that are a bit darker shade of that, because some of these have got a little bit more brown to them, so they, sort of, they don't clash, but
yeah, you want it to work.
It'll all come together.
Yeah. Okay.
And these are really nice and wide planks, that's why we like them.
Yeah. So I'll leave you doing this.
Yeah.
Go.
And the 2 kids. Oh, they're doodling, so I'm alright.
She gonna walk? She gonna walk?
Yeah, she's so excited. Yay.
Yeah. She go? dry. Do you know I'm looking, and I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing.
So we're back. Kiki was getting so hot and thirsty that we just like had to come back. I feel like Fraser could have kept going all day, but she was getting really hot, bless her, so we've come home. But he's done 10,000 steps on his watch already, so that's good. And he just loves it.
Splinters.
He loves it. You've got 10,000 splinters, he's still doing the same thing. But Fraser, like, he does athletics at school. He runs. He was telling me about the 600 meter and stuff, so he loves all this. And he started, like, in the morning when he wakes up, he started doing like 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 something else to get fit. I was actually speaking to my friend about it, who's a PT, and she was like, he can do any body weight exercises, so like pull-ups, like with his own body weight, etc. But she wouldn't recommend like any weights or anything, so obviously he's not doing anything like that. Have a shower, and then I don't know what we're gonna do. Do something this Sunday. Oh yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. The reason, obviously we took Kiki because she could have a nice run around, but she's also in season. I don't know if I've mentioned, I think I mentioned I thought she was coming in season, and I had a few comments say, oh, aren't you gonna like get her spayed? But I don't know if it's different everywhere, but our vet said to let her have just one, so she gets those hormones.
So she appreciates what we've done.
No, it's like good for her joints and stuff like that. So we're just gonna let her have the one, and then I think we will get her spayed. It's really silly. I know it's really weird because she's a dog, but I feel a bit mean, like taking away her chance to have babies. I know it's really weird. But anyway, I'm gonna have a shower, get ready for the day. It's a bit later on now. We were kind of just hanging out at home, showered, got ready. It's midday, well, it's after midday now, and we're gonna go out to the park. We've packed a bit of a picnic as well, so we're just gonna have something to eat and then play in the park. We have left Kiki at home, which normally we would bring her, but she was so tired that we're just gonna leave her for a bit, have a little sleep, and then we're gonna go home. We might do a little bit more packing for Fraser's school trip, which is coming up, and then he's got his leavers disco tonight with year 6, and then Caleb's got a friend coming over tonight because it's like a sibling of one of the friends that is also going to the disco. So yeah, it's actually so nice to have a chilled out Sunday, isn't it? Without like loads of things to do, football club. Sorry, it's gone really bright, I don't know why. It's just a nice chilled out Sunday, but we might show you a few like home things. We've been choosing outdoor furniture, worktop, stuff like that, so I might give you a little bit of an update. Yeah.
And we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up when I dance around.
Ooh, mum down. Yeah, they look really good.
Right, so this is where we're having the picnic. Jackson chose the spot, and I wanted to show you this product that we got on Amazon. It sounds really silly, but whenever we go out, Fraser carries a football and he's always dropping it and it's going in the road and all this stuff. Well, my friend had this like bag. It's just a string bag. I think you get 2 of them in a pack. Yeah, so we were like, oh, we're just gonna order that. And now when we go out, we've got like a little like handbag for the football, which is actually a game changer. So yeah, I'll link it if you're interested. But yeah, we're just gonna have some food. Caleb's brought a nice little thing to draw on.
This is what he's been working on. You're the imposter. Are you naked? Oh no.
That's so funny.
Where'd he go? Where's Caleb? Ah, like it, mate.
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. Forever.
I wanted to get your opinion on 2 different fabrics for outdoor furniture. I know I'm always asking you guys like house things, but honestly it really does help when I've asked little questions before about like what color grout do you think we should have. I'll literally be like, oh, like if we don't really mind, I'm like, oh, the majority of my viewers have said this one, we'll end up going with that one. Yeah, no, but buying outdoor furniture in the summer is probably the worst time to buy it. Loads of stuff is out of stock, but then you also really want it for the summer so you can actually enjoy it. But we found somewhere where most of the stock will take like 7 to 10 weeks. Is that right, Dal? That's 7 to 10 weeks. So and we should actually be able to use it in August, and we kind of maybe wanted to do a bit of a get together in August. So anyway, waffling. Yeah, it's basically we were going to do a party for Matt's 41st and 2/3 birthday.
In 5 years' time.
Because it's pretty much because we couldn't really celebrate Matt's 40th with anyone. We couldn't do a party because it was in lockdown and stuff. So we might have like a bit of a do then because the house will be pretty much done. And we just thought it'd be like a good excuse to celebrate. It's also Kiki's first birthday that week as well. I was like, you're going to share it with her. He's like, let me have a birthday. But yeah, do you want to hold these for me, Dan? Or do you want to show them on the patio? And then you can tell us what you think. Oh my gosh, I just walked outside to show you the 2 different colours, and I realised I haven't actually shown you the back of our house with the protective stickers off of the zinc. Last week they came back and took down all of the stickers because our patio is now in, so we could actually take them off, and it's made such a massive difference. I did film it, you might have seen it on Instagram, but I'll insert the footage here of actually taking the stickers off.
So going back to the fabric choices before you
So you're happy
distracted.
though, aren't you? You're happy with the back of it. He loves it.
I love the back
It does.
of
It looks so much nicer. Look,
It's
sorry,
so
I know
cool.
you've just seen it.
There are a few comments about that. Does it get really hot?
Yeah, but it doesn't, does it?
It doesn't. Well, it's actually quite warm.
Oh, is
Well, that's
it?
quite nice. It isn't usually.
No.
Sorry, that was weird.
Okay.
But the walls are so thick that won't affect.
Oh no, it's so
It's
cool
really
in the
cool
house.
in that room. Yeah. That'd be the ice flooring we've had put in.
Stop it.
So
Right.
sorry, going back to the fabric.
So these are the 2.
Yeah, they're the 2. So obviously we've got a beige tile, which is going to be grouted like in a beige, darky beige colour, and then we've got like the dark, really dark grey zinc.
Zinc. Yeah.
So it's a toss up between these 2. This is like a greyish
Beige.
colour. It is quite brown though,
Yeah.
and then obviously like a real sort of mid-grey there as well, like a marley grey.
Yeah. So what are you thinking?
Thinking
the
the
light
greys,
one. That's what I'm thinking.
but then I felt like we needed another option just to.
Yeah, both are really nice.
Yeah, it's obviously going to be on a rug as well.
Oh yeah, be on a rug in this
Yeah.
area, and then we were going to maybe do like the barbecue over there. We're actually going to have slatted fence panels as well.
Black fence panel,
Yeah.
because the other bench is broken, and we've had
Yeah,
that.
it's actually 11 years old, 11 years old.
Wow.
It's when Fraser was born. It's done really
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
But we're going to get a bit bigger, not much bigger, but hopefully with like a fire pit of some sort. We're thinking like a dining table with a fire pit, because then we can use it for lounging and sit out here as well with the boys.
Yeah.
Watch
That'd
this
be
space.
nice. So we were hoping to do a bit of packing and stuff, but we've run out of time. So now we're actually going to Fraser's end of year disco. It's the year 6 leavers disco, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's looking smart. And we've basically hired out a little nightclub in town. We've got a sweetie buffet, we've got a DJ, we've got balloons. It's going to be great. And I think there's like 10 mums that are chaperoning. And he said I could come, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to embarrass you, but he was like, okay, you can come. So I think 10 of the mums are going to like hang out while they're like dancing. It's going to be music, it's going to be a photo
Not
booth.
gonna dance.
Well, you never know. Maybe a few TikTok dances.
Yeah. Everyone said we're gonna do My Money Don't Jiggle Jiggle.
There you go. But yeah, we're going to go off to that now. Obviously, I don't know how much I'm going to film because there's going to be other kids there. But yeah, let's go.